Alright guys, so I had a lot of stuff planned for this video to try and get the questions in mixing with everything, but I think what I'm going to do with the questions is do a whole nother video on that. And the reason for that is so that I can focus on it better and then, you know, reference books for you guys or other things like that to learn more. But there ended up being 50 questions, so I thought there was going to be like 10. So that's a lot to deal with. I want to make sure everybody gets it answered. And this week's been kind of unique. We had a lot of people visit here. There was a group that visited here that like reclaims old churches and they're looking at turning them into farms. So the guy that actually grew up on this land came out, that works for that place, and saw a YouTube video. So he came out, saw how we did everything, told us stories about the land, how they would grow sunflowers and wheat and corn and stuff out here. It's pretty cool. And we've been talking forever about getting a second dog. So that's Luna. We got her from the Humane Society here. So we're just getting her into the swing of things and getting her used to the routine. And she has some health issues, so it'll take a month or so to get that to where she's good. But she's doing really good.
Here, buddy. Hey. Hey. Say hi to the YouTube fam.
So the vlog's a little short, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday on stuff, but it was really just planting. So I'll put that stuff in there, and then tomorrow will be harvest wash pack. 3 tunnels are showing up today, so we're gonna start getting those up so I can show you all the tunnel process. It's 3 more of these here, and then yeah, markets. So I'll show I'll try and get the market set up stuff in there. See, but yeah, that's the plan for the week, and another long day today, so we gotta get started. All right, Nick, what are you all doing here today? And introduce yourself.
What's up, Casey? Nick Caligari-Mitros with the Paper Trails podcast. I own a company called Albemarle Paper. We're local. We do disposables for restaurants, and I met you through some mutual friends, Chef Daniel actually, and we're here to do a podcast. We started a podcast about a year ago. Actually, you are the season opener for season number 2. So we have 30 episodes on the first season, interviewing executive chefs, restaurateurs, content creators, and yeah, we wanted to learn more about farming, and you know, you're the leading expert in the field, man. So we're pumped about it. So I don't know, we're gonna do an interview right here. As you see, we're setting up, we're getting ready, and that's gonna be a lot of fun.
Who's this guy?
This is Austin. This is my videographer, photographer, and so he is also a fellow farmer, and so he actually had the idea of us interviewing a local farmer, and so that's kind of how it all came about. And so Austin's my right-hand man. Yeah. He does all the editing. Yeah. That's not I'm just a talker. I'm just the one that loves talking, and so yeah, man, can't wait to jam with you.
All right, Nick just had a carrot.
All right,
now he's gonna harvest them.
Amazing carrot. So now I'm gonna pick one for my buddy Austin. All right, Casey, what's happening here?
So you can see it in there. Just
okay, yep.
So you want to hold it at the base here.
Okay.
And wiggle it.
So it loosens it up.
Yeah, wiggle it to loosen it up, and then pull it out.
Nice.
Dang.
Dude, let me.
You got clean
I'm
clothes
gonna
on.
I'm gonna have to borrow your jacket. Can you hold this?
Yeah.
Oh, you're the cameraman now.
I'm a cameraman.
This is how we eat carrots out here.
I love it. I love it. Usually in front of the camera. Now I'm behind the camera. Austin, you're about to be blown away, dude.
All right.
I'm being serious right now.
Oh wow, that's like candy.
Bro, that's what I said. That's exactly what I said.
Like, you know, I usually like a carrot from the store, like with some ranch or something, but
you don't even need ranch.
no.
All right, there's a question about irrigation. Whatever you do, don't buy these. These are the most annoying things I've ever dealt with. So we've like turned these on and then left, and then came back home like 3 hours later, and it's still running. So that can cause some serious issues. They'll just randomly start leaking or get clogged. Yeah, they're the most affordable for what we're doing, so that's why we have them, I guess, but it's really annoying. So I'm setting up the irrigation for plot 10 here. It's just gonna be the black 1/2-inch pipe. That's what all of our irrigation is. It runs into these timers, take it out into drip. This whole plot right now is set up for drip because the tunnels will be here. and we have one overhead. So another question was drip or overhead or opinions or whatever. Drip's probably better because it doesn't get the foliage wet, but in the summer when you need the foliage to get wet, you kind of need both because it keeps the plants cool. So for like summer salads and stuff like that, you'll need the overhead and the drip, really, ideally. So an ideal setup is all of our tunnels have overhead in them and drip. So we have it there when we need it, because when you invest in the microclimate like that, then it makes sense to be able to do those things in there. So yeah, gonna get this thing set up. It's just a bunch of random stuff I have left over that I'm trying to make work so I don't have to buy new stuff. And yeah, 3 zones, 3 tunnels, and it's pretty simple.
You almost broke it?
Well, yeah, when I sewed all the zipper doors, all that glue that was on the zipper got like caught underneath my thing and like underneath the bobbin and kicked it up. So I had to like take it apart and fix it.
What are you sewing right now for the weed mat? Like 50 footers?
It's like 2 end pieces.
Oh, from
Yeah.
yeah.
Like leftover pieces. So.
Tori burnt these holes in here for long season crops. So they're staggered, not in a line. So we'll do like a tomato here, head lettuce there, head lettuce here.
But then you can also use it for the kale and stuff too, because it's still every foot apart, but it's staggered.
Okay, yesterday turned into one of those days where everything gets messed up. All the irrigation, the sewing machine actually did break, so trying to fix that. The wind was blowing, so like row cover was flying around. Just one of those days. Try to do errands and stuff, so we call those days life days, and they happen. What's up, George?
Oh, dropping out these collards.
We're gonna harvest what we can off these guys, and then get this prep for turmeric. So we're using the loppers to cut these out. A lot of times crops can still grow back from a cut like this at the base, but since it's starting to flower, the plants put a lot of its energy into this flower so it can reproduce, and so the amount of energy that's still left in the roots to grow back is pretty slim. So we can take the weed mat off and then put the leaves on it and not worry about the old root mass of the collards growing up through the leaves and essentially becoming a weed in the turmeric that you'd have to go in and take out just in case it outcompetes it for sunlight initially. Yeah, so that little bit there actually makes a big difference. And so crops like arugula, you can do that too. We let that flower sometimes, especially this time of year. Really because it flowers all the time anyways, but then we'll wait till it gets really flowery and then mow it, and then we don't have to worry about it growing back. These guys are like indestructible. This is our biggest pest with the collards. This is a harlequin bug, and yeah, nothing really killed them, not the cold. Really just hand picking. I guess you could go with a harsh organic spray or try and insect net them out, but there's probably a point in its life cycle where it's really susceptible to something. So whether it's like a grub and it's a nematode or something like that. I don't know, I have to look that up. Some pests like that, when we crop it out like this, we'll use the flame weeder to burn them. But they're all in the weed mat now, so much for that. Real foggy today. Alright, we got a good bit harvested yesterday. Some head lettuce, the small kale leaves that we're gonna bag, salad, purple cabbage, fennel. There's other baby greens, other roots, radishes, turnips. It's a nice red Russian kale mix. And we've got 3 totes of carrots too. 2 orange, 1 purple.
Okay, there's the tunnels. 3,500 pounds. This is Janie. She's one of the ones that makes the farm work. So we're gonna get all these guys out, put them here so we can start building them. So somebody else ordered a tunnel too, so there's extras, but I'm gonna build all those here where it's flat and then take them over here so we can put them up. You guys want me to count them in?
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, y'all just go start setting them up. Just stick them in the ground and then I'll come back with the tunnel. My grandpa made this thing. Yeah. Okay, I really want to time lapse that, but it rained the entire time. We're gonna get like 3 inches of rain probably all together. But here. Everybody did awesome. We put together 60 hoops and put out 120 stakes, pounded them in. Tori did most of them, and yeah, it's amazing to have that done. But tomorrow we're gonna have to come up here and get those center purlins in, the wind bracing, and get it ready to put plastic on there. But as you can see, it's just completely downpouring. Well, I guess now that it's not winter anymore, I'll be walking up to the rain gauge again to see how much it rained. 3.5 inches. So all these beds were not really flooded, but they had standing water. Our soil drains pretty good, thankfully, but we still have an issue with runoff and things like that with that much rain. That's pretty annoying. Stuff we have to deal with though. That's what we use the leaves for. They really help. These are Highlander onions, and they have survived 2 weeks with 11 inches of rain that we had last year, and then the year before that when we grew them, they had 9 inches of rain in 1 weekend. So this is a good variety for us. And they exploded in growth. So it's probably really the warmth too. And I guess we don't have to irrigate for a while. So this is part of the food forest project too. This is like the back part of the woods, and you can see kind of how thick everything is in here. So the chickens have been in here tearing it up, pooping around and stuff. So all this stuff on the ground will eventually clear out, and then the smaller trees will take out. You know, things like this big dead red oak. That thing's coming down and will be firewood. This is the sunlight coming in where we took those pines down last week. Literally, you couldn't see anything in there before. I mean, look at that. So this light coming in that was never here before opens this entire spot up to berries and things that we can grow in here. I'm pretty excited about it. It's gonna be a really cool project. So now that it's March and we're getting more intense sunlight, well, I guess it's the end of March, and the trees haven't fully leafed out yet, it's a really good time to come out here and see like how well the sun comes through here. This is awesome to see. So now the possibilities of growing certain things in here increase because we have more light. This is really cool. Nice sunlight like this. I want to show you guys the tunnels too, so I'm gonna get the drone out. delivery time. Okay, we got the salad. More salad and collards. There's like 30 pounds of salad and 8 pounds of collards. Okay, so for the tunnels you get these hoops, and that's the lift kit. And you get these self-tapping screws. I think it's like 5 screws per hoop, and you just connect them and screw it together. It's really, really simple. And that's what you put on the rebars. I've got some old footage of that, so since I couldn't record anything yesterday since it was a rainforest here, I'll show that. Alright guys, this is Miyako. She's selling bread out here.
This is a bagel.
Oh, that's nice.
Sourdough bread.
Oh, nice. It's a nice day. Hopefully a lot of people come.
Yeah.
Okay, we're setting up the center purlins. You've got the end bracket and then these brackets. And so set them up and tighten them up, really line them up right. So Emma's going ahead of me and setting the brackets. Adri's putting the poles out, and then I'm coming through and putting the poles through, screwing them in, and then now I gotta tighten the brackets. Alright guys, so the market's been pretty good, and yeah, we sold just about everything, so big thanks to our customers. There's so many pre-orders and so many people bought salad from the on-farm pickups that I had to go harvest more at the end of the day Friday, so we'd have enough for the market Saturday. So really appreciate that. And yeah, sorry this vlog is short compared to last week's, with everything going on and all that. It's really hard to do everything, so, and our focus is generally towards growing the vegetables and getting things done because that's how we pay our bills. Selling the vegetables, we don't pay our bills making videos about growing the vegetables, so we gotta pick which one goes first, and then it's always the farm. So but yeah, so next week we're gonna finish those tunnels and get into planting mode big time. Yeah, hope y'all enjoyed this one and got to see some things with the tunnels. They do send you instructions and they do have videos that really explain everything. So I mean, some of the methods, I don't know, maybe something in there we do and they don't, I don't know. But thanks again for watching.